Architectural achievements have played a significant role in shaping the landscapes and cultures of civilizations throughout history. The intricate designs and grand structures not only serve as functional spaces but also as symbols of power, creativity, and innovation. One interesting fact is that the ancient Greeks were pioneers in developing architectural styles that have influenced Western architecture for centuries. The Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian styles, in particular, showcase the artistic and technical prowess of these ancient civilizations. Did you know that the Doric order is the oldest and simplest of the three classical orders, characterized by its sturdy columns with no base and a plain, fluted shaft? Moving on to the Ionic style, it is known for its more graceful and decorative elements, such as volutes on the capital of the columns. In contrast, the Corinthian style is the most ornate, featuring intricate acanthus leaves and floral motifs. These styles not only reflect the aesthetic preferences of their respective eras, but also symbolize the cultural values and beliefs of the societies that created them. In terms of numbers, it is estimated that there are over 200 surviving examples of Doric architecture, including the iconic Parthenon in Athens. Similarly, the Ionic style can be seen in structures like the Erechtheion on the Acropolis. The Corinthian style, although less prevalent, is exemplified in landmarks such as the Temple of Olympian Zeus in Athens. These architectural marvels continue to inspire architects and artists to this day, showcasing the enduring legacy of ancient architectural achievements. The Doric style of architecture is one of the most iconic and recognizable classical orders, known for its simplicity and strength. Originating in ancient Greece, the Doric style was prevalent during the Archaic and Classical periods, with its influence extending to Roman architecture as well. One interesting fact about the Doric order is that it is believed to have been named after the Dorian tribes of Greece, who were known for their rugged and austere way of life. The Doric column is characterized by its sturdy and fluted shaft, topped by a simple capital without any ornate decorations. Unlike the Ionic and Corinthian styles, Doric columns typically have no base, giving them a more grounded and solid appearance. In terms of proportions, Doric columns are typically about 4 to 8 diameters in height, creating a sense of stability and balance. When looking at the numbers, it is fascinating to note that the Parthenon in Athens, a prime example of Doric architecture, features a total of 46 outer columns, each standing at around 10 meters tall. This impressive structure, dedicated to the goddess Athena, showcases the mastery of Doric design and engineering. Another notable example of Doric architecture is the Temple of Hephaestus in Athens, also known as the Hephaestion, which boasts 34 Doric columns surrounding its exterior. These temples served as religious and civic centers in ancient Greece, highlighting the importance of Doric architecture in shaping the cultural and social fabric of the time. As time progressed, the Doric style continued to evolve and adapt to different regions and contexts, with variations seen in Roman architecture and later revival movements. The enduring appeal of Doric architecture lies in its timeless elegance and classical proportions, capturing the essence of ancient Greek ideals and values. Today, the influence of the Doric style can be seen in numerous buildings and structures around the world, paying homage to the rich architectural heritage of the past. The Ionic style of architecture emerged as a distinctive and elegant counterpart to the Doric order, characterized by its graceful and decorative elements. One interesting fact about the Ionic style is that it originated in the eastern Aegean islands and the coast of Asia Minor, reflecting the influence of diverse cultural exchanges in the ancient world. The Ionic column is known for its slender and fluted shaft, topped by a capital adorned with volutes, or spiral scrolls, on either side. These volutes are said to have been inspired by the curls of a young woman's hair, adding a sense of movement and fluidity to the design. In terms of proportions, Ionic columns are typically taller and more slender than their Doric counterparts, with a ratio of 8 to 9 diameters in height. The Temple of Artemis at Ephesus, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, featured a total of 127 Ionic columns surrounding its perimeter, each reaching a height of over 18 meters. This grand structure, dedicated to the goddess Artemis, exemplified the magnificence and intricacy of Ionic architecture. Another remarkable example of Ionic design is the Erechtheion on the Acropolis of Athens, renowned for its caryatid porch featuring female figures as supporting columns. The delicate carvings and ornate details of the Erechtheion showcase the refinement and sophistication of Ionic craftsmanship. As the Ionic style spread throughout the Mediterranean world, it underwent various adaptations and interpretations, blending with local architectural traditions to create unique hybrid forms. In Roman architecture, the Ionic order was often used in grand public buildings and temples, such as the Temple of Portunus in Rome, which combines elements of both Greek and Roman design. The enduring appeal of the Ionic style lies in its harmonious proportions, decorative motifs, and sense of gracefulness, capturing the essence of classical beauty and refinement. Today, echoes of the Ionic order can be seen in neoclassical buildings and monuments around the world, paying homage to the timeless elegance and sophistication of ancient Greek architecture. The Corinthian style of architecture represents the pinnacle of classical elegance and ornate decoration, distinguished by its intricate acanthus leaf capitals and lavish sculptural details. One interesting fact about the Corinthian order is that it is believed to have originated in the city of Corinth, known for its wealth and artistic sophistication in ancient Greece. The story goes that the Corinthian capital was inspired by a basket of acanthus leaves and a maiden's tomb, symbolizing beauty and nature's abundance. This rich symbolism is reflected in the elaborate and organic motifs found in Corinthian columns, showcasing a departure from the more restrained Doric and Ionic styles. In terms of proportions, Corinthian columns are typically more slender and taller than their counterparts, with a ratio of about 10 diameters in height. The Temple of Olympian Zeus in Athens, featuring Corinthian columns towering over 17 meters high, exemplifies the grandeur and opulence of this architectural style. Another remarkable example of Corinthian design is the Pantheon in Rome, where the interior of the rotunda is adorned with Corinthian columns supporting the massive dome. The intricate carvings and delicate details of the Corinthian order convey a sense of luxury and refinement, embodying the artistic ideals of the ancient world. As the Corinthian style spread throughout the Roman Empire, it became synonymous with imperial grandeur and monumental architecture. Fun fact, the Colosseum in Rome, a symbol of Roman engineering prowess, features Corinthian pilasters on its upper levels, adding a touch of elegance to this iconic amphitheater. The enduring legacy of the Corinthian order can be seen in the neoclassical revival of the 18th and 19th centuries, where architects drew inspiration from ancient Roman and Greek designs to create grand palaces and public buildings. The opulent Corinthian capitals and intricate friezes of buildings, such as the United States Capitol in Washington, D.C., pay homage to the classical heritage of Western architecture. Today, the Corinthian style continues to captivate and inspire with its timeless beauty and intricate craftsmanship, reminding us of the enduring legacy of ancient architectural achievements. The impact of architectural styles on Western culture is profound and far-reaching, shaping not only the physical landscapes but also the social, political, and artistic fabric of society. One interesting aspect is how architectural styles served as symbols of power and prestige, reflecting the values and aspirations of civilizations throughout history. For example, the grandeur of classical Greek and Roman architecture, with its majestic temples and imposing civic buildings, conveyed a sense of civic pride and cultural identity. These architectural marvels became iconic symbols of Western civilization, influencing subsequent generations of architects and artists. In terms of numbers, it is estimated that there are over 4,000 ancient Greek temples still standing today, showcasing the enduring legacy of classical architectural styles. The Parthenon in Athens, a masterpiece of Doric design, attracts millions of visitors each year, highlighting the timeless appeal of ancient architecture. Moving forward in history, the Renaissance period witnessed a revival of classical architectural forms, with architects such as Andrea Palladio and Filippo Brunelleschi drawing inspiration from ancient Roman and Greek styles. The symmetrical proportions and harmonious designs of Renaissance buildings such as the Florence Cathedral and the Villa Rotonda, reflect a renewed interest in classical ideals of beauty and balance. This cultural revival had a lasting impact on Western architecture, influencing the development of neoclassical styles in the 18th and 19th centuries. Interestingly, the neoclassical movement saw a resurgence of interest in ancient Greek and Roman architecture, with architects like Thomas Jefferson incorporating classical elements into iconic buildings like the Virginia State Capitol. The Greek Revival style, characterized by its use of Doric and Ionic columns, became a symbol of democratic ideals and political authority in the United States. The influence of architectural styles on Western culture can also be seen in the evolution of urban planning and cityscapes. For instance, the Beaux Arts style, popularized in late 19th century France, emphasized grand boulevards, monumental facades, and classical ornamentation in city planning. This approach influenced the design of major cities like Paris, Washington, D.C., and Buenos Aires, shaping the urban environment and creating a sense of civic unity and pride. The Industrial Revolution brought about new challenges and opportunities in architecture, leading to the rise of modernist movements like Bauhaus and International Style. These styles prioritized functionality, simplicity, and innovation, breaking away from traditional ornamentation and historical references. Modernist architects such as Le Corbusier and Ludwig Mies van der Rohe sought to create buildings that reflected the needs and values of a rapidly changing society. The impact of modernist architecture on Western culture can be seen in the sleek skyscrapers of New York City, the minimalist designs of Scandinavian homes, and the innovative structures of contemporary museums and cultural institutions. In conclusion, the influence of architectural styles on Western culture is a testament to the enduring power of design to shape our world and inspire generations to come. In the realm of Doric architecture, the Parthenon in Athens stands as a timeless symbol of classical beauty and precision. This iconic temple, dedicated to the goddess Athena, features 46 Doric columns surrounding its perimeter, each standing at over 10 meters tall. The sheer magnitude and scale of the Parthenon exemplify the mastery of Doric design and engineering. Moving on to the Ionic style, the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus is a marvel of ancient architecture, boasting 127 Ionic columns around its perimeter, each reaching a height of over 18 meters. This grand structure, dedicated to the goddess Artemis, showcases the elegance and sophistication of Ionic craftsmanship. Transitioning to the Corinthian style, the Pantheon in Rome is a stunning example of Corinthian architecture, with its intricate capitals and massive dome. The interior of the rotunda is adorned with Corinthian columns that add a sense of opulence and grandeur to the space. The Colosseum in Rome, featuring Corinthian pilasters on its upper levels, blends the grandeur of the Corinthian order with the practicality of Roman engineering. These buildings represent the pinnacle of their respective architectural styles, embodying the artistic achievements and cultural values of ancient civilizations. The enduring legacy of these structures continues to inspire architects and visitors alike, showcasing the enduring impact of architectural styles on Western culture. Throughout history, architectural styles have evolved in response to changing cultural, technological, and societal influences. One fascinating aspect of this evolution is the transition from the classical orders of ancient Greece and Rome to the diverse architectural movements of the modern era. For example, the Renaissance period marked a revival of classical forms, with architects like Andrea Palladio and Leonardo da Vinci drawing inspiration from ancient Roman and Greek architecture. The symmetrical proportions and harmonious designs of Renaissance buildings reflected a renewed interest in classical ideals of beauty and balance. Moving into the Baroque and Rococo periods, architects such as Gian Lorenzo Bernini and François Mansart introduced ornate decoration and dramatic elements into their designs, creating visually stunning and dynamic structures. The Industrial Revolution brought about a shift towards functionalism and efficiency in architecture, leading to the rise of modernist movements like Bauhaus and International Style. These styles prioritize simplicity, clean lines, and innovative use of materials, breaking away from historical ornamentation and embracing a more minimalist aesthetic. Today, contemporary architecture, continues to push boundaries with cutting-edge technologies and sustainable design practices. Interesting numbers and statistics further illustrate the evolution of architectural styles over time. For instance, it is estimated that there are over 70,000 registered historical monuments in France, showcasing a rich tapestry of architectural heritage spanning centuries. In terms of modern architecture, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, standing at over 828 meters tall, holds the title of the world's tallest building, exemplifying the innovative spirit and engineering prowess of the 21st century. These examples highlight the diverse and dynamic nature of architectural evolution, demonstrating how styles have adapted and transformed to meet the needs and aspirations of each era. Ancient Greek and Roman architecture have had a profound influence on Western architectural traditions, shaping the way we design and construct buildings to this day. One interesting detail is that the ancient Greeks were pioneers in developing architectural elements such as the Doric, Ionic, and Corinthian orders, which continue to inspire architects and designers worldwide. The Romans, in turn, adopted and adapted Greek architectural principles, incorporating arches, vaults, and domes into their monumental structures. These architectural innovations laid the foundation for future architectural styles and techniques. In terms of numbers and statistics, it is estimated that there are over 50,000 surviving ancient Roman structures scattered across Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East, showcasing the vast reach of Roman architectural influence. The Colosseum in Rome, an iconic symbol of Roman engineering and entertainment, could accommodate up to 80,000 spectators, highlighting the scale and grandeur of Roman public architecture. Moving on to ancient Greek architecture, the Acropolis in Athens is home to several significant buildings, including the Parthenon, Erechtheion, and Temple of Athena Nike, attracting millions of visitors each year. The Parthenon alone features 46 Doric columns and is considered one of the finest examples of classical Greek architecture. The legacy of ancient Greek and Roman architecture can be seen in the design of government buildings, museums, and public spaces around the world. The architectural principles of proportion, harmony, and balance that originated in ancient Greece and Rome continue to inform modern architectural practice and design aesthetics. By studying and appreciating the architectural achievements of the ancient Greeks and Romans, we gain a deeper understanding of the foundations of Western architectural heritage and the enduring influence of classical design. One interesting comparison can be drawn between the architectural styles of Europe and Asia, showcasing the diverse cultural influences and design approaches in each region. In Europe, Gothic architecture flourished during the Middle Ages, characterized by pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and flying buttresses. The Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, a prime example of French Gothic architecture, features intricate stained glass windows and towering spires that reach over 69 meters in height. In contrast, Asian architecture, such as traditional Japanese temples and Chinese pagodas, emphasizes harmony with nature and simplicity of form. The Kinkakuji Temple in Kyoto, covered in gold leaf, reflects the Zen Buddhist principles of beauty and impermanence. Moving to Africa, the Great Mosque of Djenné in Mali stands out as one of the largest mud brick structures in the world, showcasing the traditional Sudano-Sahelian architectural style. The mosque's distinctive adobe minarets and palm wood beams highlight the ingenuity and craftsmanship of local artisans. In the Americas, indigenous architectural traditions, like the adobe dwellings of the Pueblo people in the southwestern United States, demonstrate a deep connection to the land and environment. The Taos Pueblo, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, consists of multi-story adobe buildings that have been continuously inhabited for over 1,000 years. These examples illustrate the rich diversity of architectural styles across different regions, reflecting unique cultural identities and historical influences. In terms of numbers and statistics, it is estimated that there are over 700 World Heritage Sites designated for their architectural significance, representing a wide array of styles and periods from around the globe. This global recognition highlights the importance of preserving and celebrating the architectural heritage of diverse regions and civilizations. One interesting detail is that the Great Wall of China, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, spans over 13,000 miles and took over 2,000 years to build, reflecting the monumental scale and historical significance of Chinese architecture. In terms of numbers and statistics, the Hagia Sophia in Istanbul, originally a Byzantine cathedral converted into a mosque, features over 30 million gold mosaic tiles adorning its interior, showcasing the opulence and craftsmanship of Byzantine artistry. Another fascinating fact is that the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque in Abu Dhabi, one of the largest mosques in the world, can accommodate over 40,000 worshippers and features 82 domes and over 1,000 columns decorated with semi-precious stones and intricate floral designs. These architectural wonders exemplify the cultural diversity and artistic achievements of different regions, highlighting the enduring legacy of architectural heritage around the world.